Guys, in 2023, we uploaded over 600 videos to our YouTube channels, and that's a lot.
That is so many, and most of those were instrument reviews. What we're going to do today is rank our favorite instruments of 2023. We're going to do that right after this. Welcome back, everybody. It has been a great year, and
I'm exhausted.
So many new instruments that came out this year, and some of them were older instruments that we'd seen before, but we never got them into the shop
and hadn't got a chance to review them.
Yeah.
This year, we got to review a lot of them, and we started rating them with our different rankings. If you guys haven't got a chance to watch some of those videos, we kind of give each one of the categories a score. And we went through this year and listed our favorites, and that's what we're going to discuss in this video, John.
That is exactly. We're going to do this in 4 different categories for both mandolin and guitar. That's going to be a sub $1,000 category. And then we're going to kind of break them down because the mandolin's different than the guitar. These are different price points for each one. But in each one, we're going to take our list of what ranked the highest, and then me and you are going to choose our favorite that we had throughout the year. So,
and if you'd like to see the full review of those, every one of these videos that we have done a review on that's listed in this, we have links down in the description below, and you can watch the entire review of the instrument, but we're going to just kind of distill it down into our favorites. We'd love to hear what you guys think. What were your favorite instruments of the year? Make sure you put that in the comments below. We love the discussions going on. John, why don't we start with you? And I think that's under the $1,000 price range.
My pick for guitars under the $1,000 mark here. There were quite a few, but this one stood out to me as the all-time favorite. Eastman came out with their new E1 Specials. These were guitars that were all solid sapele, back and sides with a gorgeous thermo-cured Sitka spruce top, new inlays, fully glossed.
And they had like a flame to them.
Yeah, ridiculously. Well, it was a quilted sapele. So it was an upgraded version of this. The inlays look great. I love the rosette with the herringbone, gig bag, all of that for actually priced out at $779. This was my pick for the best guitar under $1,000 this year.
And for good reason. It just has a great tone to it. And like you said, the appearance of it is just fighting way above its weight class.
That's right. It definitely is one of my favorites. For you folks that didn't get to see that yet, here's the tone sample so you can see what it sounds like. All right, Jeremy, it's your turn now. What was your favorite? This time we're going to raise the category a little bit. We're going to run to $1,500. What was your favorite mandolin under $1,500?
So Eastman this year went back and revisited what has been one of my favorite mandolins in that price range for years, and that's the 300 series. They have the 305 and the 315, 304. They quite a few different models in there, but it's an all solid wood mandolin. They did a few less of the extras on it. The binding is just the top is bound, but it's an all solid wood hand carved instrument. This year they gave it kind of an upgrade, I think, in my opinion. They included a pickup in there, so it's got a pickup pre-installed, and also gave it a sunburst option now, so you can get that in a sunburst color. Still that matte satin finish, but a great sounding instrument. Now for somebody wanting that below $1,500 price range with a pickup installed, such a great option. So that was my pick this year, and it could go either way, the 305E or the 315E.
All right, Jerry, we're back to guitars. This one was the big surprise of the year. It was introduced at the NAMM show, and it was by a brand that we had never carried before, but we are now pretty solid in the Yamaha camp.
And this guitar is what
This guitar is what did it. Absolutely. Fantastic
So what
build.
is this price range we're looking at here?
Well, now we're at the $2,000 to $4,500 price range, roughly, right there. So this does kind of hit in the meat and potatoes of the acoustic guitar world. I know that a lot of people think that's a very expensive guitar, but we got two more categories above this. So be ready. But this is a guitar that really came out and surprised us all. One of the finest boutique style guitars at a more affordable price, the Yamaha FG9. And you can hear what that sounds like now.
All right, we're back to the mandolin category again, and this is kind of our second level, and this goes from the $1,500 to $3,000 range, and that's where you really start to see some much higher quality instruments. You're getting those boutique style builds, but not quite up at that full
More
professional
professional
level.
level. Yeah.
So one of them that came out this year that we really liked and I picked as my favorite out of the category is the Bourgeois M5A BT. So this is a black top version of their A style mandolin, fully torrefied maple back and sides, fully torrefied Adirondack spruce top. Designed by Dana Bourgeois and the folks up at Bourgeois and built by Eastman. Just a great mandolin that really blew us away with the quality and the value for the money. I think that's where it's got the most of our ranking was just the overall value.
Yeah, I think you had kept one of these, didn't you?
I don't tell anybody, but it's still in my office, so they haven't come asking for it yet. Check out what it sounds like right here, guys.
We're back with the higher priced side of guitars. Now, this is not like our super custom.
This is where we're starting to push the budget a little bit.
This is definitely there. This is your pro level instrument. And for guitars, that's going to fall in the $4,500, so $4,500 to $8,000 range. That's a pretty broad range, Jeremy.
Yeah.
It really is. But there were a lot of guitars that fell into this category that ranked really, really close in our scores. But for me, this was a guitar that to me was like the quintessential guitar in that price point. It's the Boucher SG51M. That is the master grade top. It is beautiful. It sounds great. It's a little different than a lot of the Boucher stuff in that it's not torrefied, but most of the stuff we get is that way. But I like the sparkle. I love the extra newness of that kind of sound, especially in the OM. Really enjoyed this guitar, so now you can check out what you think of it.
So in the third category for us on mandolins, that's the $3,000 to $8,000 range. Pretty broad range, but a lot of F-style mandolins in particular fall in this price range. And one that was new from Gibson, they kind of put a pause on their builds for a while.
Very end of the year, too, on this
Yes,
one.
it finally came out at the very end of 2023. We got some in our hands, and it blew me away for a number of reasons. One, they actually lowered the price from what the FG was prior to this. The F5G, sorry, and then they actually made some big improvements on it. Full sunburst on or burst on the front and back of it. They got rid of they got the radius fretboard on it. The fretboard extension has been cut off. So a lot of improvements that really like. Slightly wider nut on that as well. Things that we actually put on our custom built F5G for the Acoustic Shoppe, but now as a standard model. And everyone that we got in the shop, we're still waiting to get more of those. Just blew us away. And everyone that's purchased one from us has just been completely ecstatic
We've had
with it.
more pre-orders for this mandolin than any mandolin that we've ever done.
That is correct, and I think for good reason. Gibson, they put a pause, but they really delivered it in the end. So I picked the new F5G from Gibson mandolins, and check out the video of the tone sample. I think you guys will agree.
Right now we're back in our top level, Jared. This is our break the bank. This is our ultimate guitar
This is
space.
an investment right here.
Yeah, this is the custom guitar range for this. And this was,
Lexus.
again, one of those pretty obvious choices. If you follow the channel, you guys all know I'm a big fan of Thompson guitars, and I really do like the D Mad Addy. So when we were able to customize one with a gorgeous sunburst, some extra inlays, and got a customer exactly what they were looking for in a guitar, it was a whole bunch of fun. Not only did I get to live through that person, but we also got to have a great guitar that we got to play here in the shop. And that is the D Mad Addy from Thompson. It was the Ron Hill build. Absolutely cool.
Really
the
cool
Moon
Dragon.
Variant right there. Fantastic guitar. You can check that out right now.
So we're in our final category for mandolins, and that's the 8,000 plus range. And unfortunately, that is a lot of the mandolin category is in that price range. It costs a lot to build these things.
Yeah, it
and
does.
one that really stood out to us this year, and one of my favorites that we reviewed, was the Elias, and that's the LF5. And it's the LF5 Deluxe that we got in.
It is.
An incredible mandolin. These are built by Lee Chapman out in West Virginia. And I've been a fan of his for a while. We've had a few of his mandolins in. We waited on this one for quite a while, and it arrived just before IBMA this year. And just worth the wait. Killer mandolin, great builder. I can't wait to get more of these mandolins in
very
here.
detailed, and a great sound all in one. It's really hard to see that from custom builders, but this one really, it fell in the right spot.
Yeah, absolutely my favorite mandolin that we reviewed this year in that price range. Check it out right here.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our top pick for 2023 for guitar and mandolin of the instruments that we reviewed this year. Now, this is not concise and says that we did everything that we know or that we put together a list of the best of this category, but what we had reviewed for the year.
Well, the ones we reviewed and scored, we kind of picked our top in each category, and it was fun to kind of look back and select our top to help people maybe make a little bit of a buying decision. It has been a great year for the shop and for our channel, so we want to thank you guys so much for being supporters of the channel. If you've been watching and you enjoy any of this content, we always invite you to subscribe and also share it with other folks. That makes a big difference, and it has really helped us to be able to do these reviews. It's been great being able to have some new instruments in, get to play them, get to talk about them.
Because of you guys,
exactly.
We have been able to see more new instruments, things before a lot of other people get the chance to do it. And again, I want to thank each and every one of you guys who have followed us through this journey, especially this year in 2023. Biggest growth we have ever seen, both in the shop as well as the channel. And gosh, it's going to be a great 2024.
I'm excited about 2024. We already know some new models that are going to be coming out from manufacturers that we're going to be doing reviews on. If you guys have something that you would like us to review, if we can get our hands on it, we'd love to do that. So please put that in the comments down below. We've discovered the Yamaha kind of got pushed on us by a lot of our viewers. So we learn these things from you guys. So if you have an instrument you need us to review, put that in the comments below and we'll try to get one of those in our hands in 2024. I can't wait. It's going to be a great year. Yep. Thank you guys so much for the support. There's a great video where John got to select his top boutique guitar builders.
My favorites.
And we released that in 2023. So this is John's top favorite guitar boutique builders. Thank you all so much for the support. We will see you soon. Check out that link right there.
It's right here.
See who John thought was the best.